When most people think of luxury living in Sonoma County, they immediately picture those vineyard estates in Sonoma, Kenwood or Healdsburg that pop up in wine magazines. But that's only part of the story. Me and my business partner have lived and breathed Sonoma County real estate for over a decade, and our wealthiest residents are spreading out across some of the most surprisingly diverse neighborhoods. I'm going to show you this in this video. So first up, let's talk about the Mark West Corridor and foothills in Santa Rosa. I mean, you might expect me to start off with something in Sonoma or Healdsburg, but first I want to talk about an area that doesn't always get the attention it deserves when discussing luxury real estate in Sonoma County, and that's the Mark West Corridor and the foothills in Santa Rosa. So located northeast of Santa Rosa, it extends from the eastern edge of the city up to the Maracaibo Mountains that separate Sonoma and Napa counties. And this region includes several distinct neighborhoods and communities such as Mark West Springs, Lovall Valley, and notably Redwood Hill, a small gated community off Mark West Springs Road. The area sits at elevations ranging from about 500 to 2,000 feet, providing many properties with panoramic views of the Santa Rosa Plain and also Mount St. Helena, and on clear days, even glimpses of San Francisco and the Bay Area in the distance. In fact, this location offers a unique advantage: hillside seclusion and privacy, while being just 10 to 15 minutes from Santa Rosa's amenities and roughly 30 minutes from Healdsburg and Calistoga. Many properties enjoy end-of-road privacy while maintaining relatively easy access to Highway 101. When it comes to amenities, the Mark West area offers a different lifestyle than the more wine country tourism parts of Sonoma County. Here, the emphasis is on natural beauty, outdoor recreation, and peaceful living, and the surrounding landscape provides immediate access to hiking, mountain biking, and horseback riding directly from many properties. For example, you've got Safari West, a 400-acre private wildlife preserve, several boutique wineries surrounding the hillsides, and the nearby Mark West Lodge and Maracaibo Golf Club. This one is also on our list, but I'll get there in a little bit. For daily conveniences, the Larkfield Wickiup area at the base of Mark West Springs Road offers shopping, services, and dining options, or you can jump into downtown Santa Rosa, located just minutes away, to really have access to medical facilities, cultural venues, shopping, as well, of course, dining. If you've ever passed through here, you probably saw how the properties are truly exceptional, with some of the largest private estates in Sonoma County. And this area offers a different kind of luxury than what you might find in a Healdsburg or Sonoma, being less about the wine country aesthetic and more about privacy, space, and often spectacular views. One of the impressive areas around here is Redwood Hill, a premier gated community that features some of the county's most valuable residential real estate, with properties ranging from 5 to 40 plus acres and homes over 5,000 square feet. Properties here have been listed for as much as $10 million. Besides, throughout the broader Mark West area, luxury properties typically start around $2.5 million for smaller hillside homes with views ranging upwards of $8, even $10 million for significant estates. And these properties often feature amenities rarely found elsewhere in the county: private lakes, extensive equestrian facilities, helipads, and infrastructure designed for self-sufficiency. So while our first place may have come as a bit of a shock, this one definitely won't. I'm excited to talk to you about Healdsburg downtown. And it's definitely one of those places where luxury and convenience meet. Being within about a 15-minute walk to the plaza adds roughly 25% to a home's value compared to properties just a few further blocks out. And that's a significant premium people are prepared to pay for that walkability. And the historic plaza serves as the heart of the community. And the area is defined by a grid of streets extending roughly a 15-minute walk in each direction from the plaza. This compact, walkable layout creates an intimate, community-like atmosphere that's incredibly appealing to a lot of affluent buyers. And the downtown area is divided into several distinct micro-neighborhoods, each with its own character. The south end features what I call the Golden Streets, primarily Tucker Street as well as Hayden. Wide, avenue-like streets with mature trees creating a stunning setting. And Matheson falls into this category too, though it's a little bit busier since it is a sort of access route to Fitch Mountain. Within just a few blocks, residents can access over 20 acclaimed restaurants, including Michelin star restaurants such as Single Thread, as well as dozens of tasting rooms representing some of the best wines in the area. There are numerous cultural amenities as well, with regular events in the plaza, got art galleries, as well as the Raven Performing Arts Theatre, all within walking distance. And the Healdsburg Museum and Historical Society offers a window into this area's rich past, while the Farmers Market brings the community together on both Tuesdays and Saturdays throughout the summer. Besides, the lifestyle here combines a small town community with sophisticated amenities typically found in much larger cities. So when it comes to houses, downtown Healdsburg is as varied as its neighbourhoods. The median prices for downtown homes is about 1.3 million, but they actually depend a lot on which downtown neighbourhood we're looking at. In the Golden Streets, you'll find gorgeous homes, often two-storey buildings from the early 1900s, sitting on larger lots. I mean, we're talking about 12,000 square feet, which is pretty substantial for a downtown lot. And these properties represent the most expensive areas in downtown Healdsburg, with prices often starting at 2 million and climbing significantly higher for fully restored historic homes. You've also got the mid-downtown residential area, which I would call the area between Piper Street on the south and Grant or Sherman Street on the north, which also includes Johnson Street, Prince Street, Lincoln and Brown Streets. And these quieter neighbourhood streets feature typically smaller houses and smaller lots, but they're absolutely full of charm with craftsman and Victorian architecture. I mean, properties here generally range in the sort of 1.3 to 2 million range. For those interested in mixed-use opportunities, this semi-residential / commercial district around East Street and Centre Street, just one block from the plaza, offers some properties with real business potential. In fact, there's a couple of properties in this area which can also be operated as a vacation rental, which is incredibly rare in downtown Healdsburg. And then you've got what I'd call North Downtown, the area north of Grant but south of Powell. It's got an interesting mix of small craftsman homes and also some larger properties. Some homes here even have elevated views of Dry Creek Valley, and they tend to be much more affordable than those typically in some of the more premium streets, typically, again, starting at about $1.3 million. So now let's head out of downtown Healdsburg and into Dry Creek Valley, which is typically the first area people consider when looking for a rural property in and around Healdsburg. Dry Creek Valley is a picturesque, narrow valley that runs roughly northwest from Healdsburg for about 16 miles. And it's bordered by Lake Sonoma at its northern end and gradually widens as it approaches Healdsburg to the south. What probably catches the wealthy's attention is the quintessential wine country landscape, with rolling hills covered in vineyards and mountains rising on either side. And besides, you've got the Russian River forming the valley's southern boundary where it meets Healdsburg, creating a natural transition between town and country. It's actually the perfect spot for those seeking rural living with reasonable access to amenities. You're about a 10 to 15 minute drive from downtown Healdsburg and about 25 to 30 minutes to the larger shopping centres and services in Santa Rosa. Besides, the valley is home to over 70 wineries and 150 vineyards, primarily known for their world-class Zinfandel. Many of these wineries offer exclusive membership programs and events that create and build a real community among the residents and visitors alike. You've also got easy access to Lake Sonoma, providing boating and fishing opportunities, miles of cycling routes up and down West Dry Creek Road and then off up into the hills, and also hiking trails throughout the Lake Sonoma area. It's even got a local market and bar, which is Dry Creek General Store, a historic landmark that serves as a gathering place for many locals who live in the Dry Creek Valley. And properties in Dry Creek Valley can easily cost upwards of $3 million, while properties in other rural areas just south of Healdsburg might go for around, upwards of $1.5 million. And you'll find two distinct property types, each offering different advantages and challenges. First, you've got your valley floor properties, typically ranging from 1 to 10 acres, often including vineyards. These offer quicker access to main amenities, which is great, but they may experience some traffic noise from Dry Creek Road. And you can also often hear some freeway noise depending on the location. And also the normal sounds of farming activities which you get from when you come to live in a vineyard. And these properties generally start definitely around 2 million upwards for a modest home on an acre or two, and then climbing well up into the 5, 10, even $15 million estates. Then there's the hillside properties on the sides of the valley, which will definitely give you a premium view that you see in magazines and on the web. These tend to be larger parcels, often 10 to 40 acres with custom homes positioned to maximize the panoramic views. But there are trade-offs. I mean, they typically have greater fire risk, more difficult access, and usually require a longer travel times to get into the downtown area. Prices for these sorts of properties, again, probably starting around 3.5 million when it comes to a hillside property with a view. And this is definitely something that a lot of people want. So now let's talk about some of the other options. And hey, if you want to know more about Sonoma County before we jump into our next area, I've prepared an exclusive Moving to Sonoma County ebook to help you discover different towns, amenities, real estate, and give you all the insider tips. Make sure you download it right now in the description below. Also, if you want to get up to date with what's happening here and anywhere in Sonoma County, then do sign up for our weekly newsletter. So let's shift now to Sonoma, specifically the east side of downtown. An area that's got a character all of its own and attracts a different type of luxury buyer. The east side extends roughly from the historic plaza eastward and is defined by the tree-lined streets featuring significant setbacks, creating a spacious park-like feeling despite its proximity to downtown. Its topography gradually rises as you move away from the plaza, providing many properties with gentle views across Sonoma Valley. And over here, you'll find an unparalleled lifestyle combining historic charm, walkability, and just general tranquility. I mean, the Sonoma Plaza is California's largest town square and definitely a historic landmark. And it sits at the western edge of this neighborhood, providing immediate access to over 25 tasting rooms, dozens of restaurants, as well as boutique shopping, art galleries, and cultural attractions. But one of the biggest community draws is the Tuesday Farmers Market and numerous festivals throughout the year. You've also got access to the Sebastiani Theatre, a historic 1934 movie house on the plaza, which screens both first-run and classic films, while the Sonoma Valley Museum of Art brings world-class exhibitions to the community. For outdoor enthusiasts, the neighborhood's eastern edge connects directly to the hiking trails leading into the Mayakama Mountains, offering immediate access to nature without even requiring a drive. And when it comes to housing, you'll see all these historic homes, often beautifully restored, on larger lots with mature landscaping. And many of these homes have been meticulously updated inside while preserving their exterior character. And similar to Healdsburg, proximity to Sonoma Plaza definitely commands a premium, and the east side has traditionally been the more desirable neighborhood. Entry-level homes in this neighborhood typically start around 1.5 million, with significant historic properties on larger lots ranging from 3 to 7, 8, 9, 10 million. The most exceptional estates, particularly those with historic significance or outstanding architectural merit, can definitely get above $10 million. Now, if you haven't heard of Lovall Valley, you're not alone, and that's actually part of its appeal. This exclusive valley is tucked between Sonoma and Napa counties and represents some of the most sought-after rural properties in the region. Lovall Valley is located at the border between Sonoma and Napa, and it's situated at approximately 600 to 800 feet. The valley is orientated roughly north-south, with Lovall Valley Road serving as its main access route, connecting to the town of Sonoma, approximately 3 miles to the southwest. The hidden valley is about 2 miles in length and half a mile in width, creating an extremely limited inventory of properties, and its elevated position and surrounding hills creates a microclimate that's noticeably cooler than the valley floors of both Sonoma and Napa. But while you have all this seclusion, you're still just minutes from downtown Sonoma. And again, it's easy to get to Napa from here as well, which provides residents with convenient access to some of the best wine regions in the area. That's actually one of the reasons why Lovall Valley is so desired by the wealthy. With no huge crowds, traffic noise, or commercial development, the valley has been intentionally preserved as a rural enclave with strict zoning that prevents commercial activities beyond agriculture and equestrian pursuits. That said, the neighbourhood's main attraction is the oak woodlands and meadows and panoramic vistas, besides of course the outdoor activities. When it comes to homes, this is the most exclusive rural estate in wine country. Properties here often sit in multiple acres from 5 to 40, offering vineyards, equestrian facilities, or other luxury amenities. I mean, many estates feature private lakes or ponds, extensive gardens, and secondary structures including guest houses, art studios, and wine caves. The entry-level properties here typically start around $3.5 million, and that's for a smaller parcel with relatively modest home. However, homes can reach $5 to $15 million, with properties even exceeding $20 million. This one sounds pretty exclusive, right? But wait until you show you the next communities. So now let's talk about Fountain Grove, Shiloh Estates, and Myakama, three distinct areas that round out our tour of where Sonoma County's wealthy live. First, we've got to go to Fountain Grove, which is located in the northeastern section of Santa Rosa. The area was initially developed in the late 1970s, but saw significant expansion in the 1990s and early 2000s. The neighborhood is defined by its winding roads, with homes positioned to maximize views of the Santa Rosa Plain and surrounding mountains. So within Fountain Grove, the most prestigious sections are the elevated parts like Sky Farm and Flint Ridge, which sit at the highest points of the development, as well as exclusive pockets like Kendall Hill Drive and Meadowcroft, a gated community technically outside of the Fountain Grove HOA. The neighborhood is built around the Fountain Grove Golf and Athletic Club, which also offers a championship 18-hole golf course, tennis court, swimming pools, and dining as well. And you've also got extensive walking trails, multiple parks, as well as a central lake. For homes, you'll find larger custom homes, many with spectacular views, typically in the $3 million range for homes of 3,000 to 4,000 square feet. So heading to Shiloh Estates, which is located farther north, you're located much closer to Windsor, which is an area of rolling hills covered with oak trees and vineyards. The gated community offers a more rural atmosphere, but without some of the downsides of true rural living, which, while remaining close to Windsor's amenities, as well as Highway 101 for easy regional access. The neighborhood emphasizes privacy and space over shared amenities, featuring wide streets with a significant distance between homes, as well as direct access to nearby open space and vineyard landscapes. In fact, we have a whole separate video on Shiloh Estates, so do check that out. While the community itself has got limited shared amenities beyond its security features, and the great thing about Shiloh Estates is you also get access to the Myakama Golf and Country Club. But as well as that, you've got convenient access to Windsor and Healdsburg's growing restaurant scene, as well as easy access to Santa Rosa. For homes though, you've got true estate living, with properties typically ranging from 2 to 10 acres, generally custom built, and can go from 4,000 to over 10,000 square feet. And these properties typically range from $4 million to over $10 million, with the higher end representing significant compounds with guest houses, private vineyards, and other luxury amenities. Lastly, we've got Myakama itself, which is located in the hills between Santa Rosa and Healdsburg, and it provides a really secluded enclave centered around its private golf club. And the community was intentionally designed to blend into the natural landscape, with homes maximizing privacy and views while maintaining proximity to all of the amenities of the club. And talking about amenities, Myakama offers a true luxury vacation lifestyle centered around its Jack Nicklaus designed golf course, which is consistently ranked as among the top golf courses in California. Over here, you've got a private club that includes a Spanish-inspired clubhouse, spa facilities, tennis, sophisticated dining program featuring wines from member vintners. Community also offers residential casitas for members' guests and wine storage facilities in temperature-controlled caves built into the hillside, which is pretty cool. The properties here come in two main forms. You've got custom homes on 2 to 5 acre lots surrounding the golf course, and then you've got villas, semi-custom homes on smaller lots with maintenance service provided. I mean, they typically range from $4 million again to upwards of $10 million, with membership in the private club being a separate investment. So these areas as I'm sure you agree, are all pretty impressive, and you can truly understand why Sonoma County's wealthy choose to live in these places. So if you made it to this point in the video, you might be thinking about buying a home anywhere in Sonoma County. Or if you've already got a home but are looking to sell it, my team and I would love to be able to help you. All you have to do is give me a call, send me a text, or just email me at david@BruingtonHargreaves.com. You can also check out our website and subscribe to our weekly newsletter to get new listings and more exciting things about Sonoma County and its towns. Our team is one of the top realtor teams in Sonoma County, helping clients buy and sell over $70 million of real estate in the past year. With us, you get the inside access to what's happening, new homes coming on the market, as well as new construction opportunities. And hey, before you go, if you like this video, you'll love my next video all about what $2 million can get you in every Sonoma County city. See you in the next one.